Well, fencing went back up around the federal courthouse building less than a week after it was taken down. This is KOIN 6 News at 10 on Portland CW. I'm Wayne Haverly. The courthouse has been a flashpoint, of course, for direct action events and demonstrations since last summer, and those continued there this weekend. KOIN 6's Jennifer Dowling. She joins us live in South Portland tonight with a look at what's happening tonight at the ICE facility. That's another place that's been the target of direct action mobilizations for months now. Jennifer.
It has, Wayne, and it's no different tonight. There are around 75 to 100 people right now gathered behind me at the ICE building. You can see them kind of yelling at the building. We've already heard the Federal Protective Service start making announcements to folks, telling them to stay off the property and not to damage anything on the property. So we're already seeing a little bit of activity tonight. Those folks marched over here from Carruthers Park, and it's just another sign that unrest in the city is not over yet.
Within days of its removal, the fencing around the federal courthouse building is back up after people began targeting it once again. Thursday, people broke windows and sprayed anti-government and anti-police graffiti on the building. Some even setting plywood boards meant to protect the courthouse on fire. Federal law enforcement officers responded using gas canisters and crowd control munitions to push people back. Friday, people participating in a direct action march broke windows in the Pearl. Portland police responded by detaining around 100 in a move some people referred to as kettling.
You are all being detained for the investigation of a crime. You are not free to leave.
People were photographed and escorted out one by one. Police say at least 13 were arrested. Senator Ron Wyden weighing in on the violence.
I've heard this argument that the vast majority of peaceful protesters are the same as the small number of criminals committing these violent acts and breaking windows and setting fires and the like. I do not think these are the same. Peaceful protesters are working with every fiber of their being towards justice. And breaking windows, engaging in violence, setting fires is criminal behavior.
Saturday evening, more than 100 peaceful protesters gathered at Revolution Hall to remember Breonna Taylor and to call for an end to police brutality. Representative Suzanne Bonamici posting that Taylor's death spurred overdue action, going on to say the House passed the Justice and Policing Act, which will ban no-knock warrants like the one that led to her death. Some of those calling for change heading to the federal courthouse late Saturday, where a direct action gathering was also taking place. A heated discussion broke out with a man on a megaphone saying some people weren't there to support George Floyd or Breonna Taylor, but he said they were just there to break windows. The comments coming after people started kicking and punching boards on the courthouse. He rapped by saying those people should be quiet and go home.
So last night, when the majority of people did leave, there were some people dressed in black that went up to the door at the federal courthouse and began banging on it. And the federal officers there last night, again, making announcements, telling people to back up. And of course, that fence went up again today. So we've seen quite a bit of civil unrest over the past few days, and it could continue tonight with this group that's gathered out here outside the ICE building. We'll keep monitoring it and bring you any updates. Back to you, Wayne.